Brain rot is one of the most disgusting things I've ever witnessed in my entire life. And yet somehow, with all this scrolling, I'm pretty confident I found a solution. Hello, if you don't know me, I'm Arnel Arcega. I'm one of the healthiest writers you will ever meet, and I educate people on reading, writing, and staying motivated on the path they deserve to be on. If you want to help in your own personal projects, writing in particular, you can check out my Instagram down below. But regardless, going back to that start of brain rot and how it affects the way we think, yes, the key to brain rot is writing books. And I'll explain the logistics soon enough, but in the easiest way manner, books are the complete reversal to what we see on our phones, and this is the biggest key to your success you will ever see, whether you're young, old, or someone in desperate need. This process of reading and writing books will change your life forever, and I'm here to prove exactly how. Let's start with the origin of brain rot. Brain rot in itself is one of those key factors that is implemented due to the rise of social media. Many examples are on our phone. We have YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Now these are the main ones I've seen throughout my entire life, at least for the past 5 years. I know that TikTok is one of the largest reasons to brain rot, and it's hard to not argue why. With its own short video format, taking inspiration from Vine, a lot of the information we see on such platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube has been affected because of that growth in TikTok. Because of that stagnant growth, I could go onto YouTube Shorts and then see some of the dumbest but funniest videos I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Whether that is the case or not, it's pure entertainment for better and worse. Coming to this video, it's the complete opposite of that brain rot. It's an amazing start to understand why brain rot is so impactful when watching a video like this. As an educational content creator, I make sure people stay on this path of not only staying diligent of what they say and do, but also wrap their minds on the correct ideas that honestly brain rot saps of. A lot of people, especially people in my generation, wake up and as soon as they wake up, they start scrolling on their phone. It's not hard to see why. It wasn't like this several years ago with how small both Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube were once before. I guess the same case can apply to Facebook, but the similar aspect grows in the fact of AI. Brain rot in itself was something terrible, especially seen in early to mid 2010s. It was definitely there by the late 2010s, but something else grew in the midst of it all. AI. AI is honestly terrifying. I made plenty of videos talking about my own look into AI and how that will impact reading and writing, which you can check out after this video. But in the shortest terms possible, AI is one of those where it will never go away. We're stuck with it for the rest of the time, and even if we can implement it in better ways, the use of AI now is Italian brain rot, which is what we've seen earlier in the year 2025. This format of just creating something generative while entertaining masses like kids, adults, and most specifically teenagers, it affects the way we think. And this is important to understand, especially with how terrifying that sounds, but also the cure that I found with this own YouTube channel. The key to creativity is plenty of aspects. There's plenty of ways to go about creativity, and brain rot is the complete opposite of that. You're spending most of your time scrolling, no matter if it's Google, Twitter, YouTube, and worst of all, TikTok. Even if you can disagree all you want about, I don't use that to look at that kind of information. Honestly, I gotta be strict with this. It's a damn shame that there's a lot of people out there who watch so much entertaining slop. And I don't blame them a lot of the time. Brain rot in itself is literally a term that's coined because of the entertainment we keep on watching. It has existed before, but it's never been this bad. We've seen the studies. We've seen how terribly this impacts kids and how the youth is impacted with their minds. Going back to creativity, this is especially important because a lot of creativity that we build as kids aren't being fulfilled because of brain rot. Now I get it. You could take in inspiration from anywhere and all places. It's the simple additive and subtractive methods that allow you to see what you can and can't do. It's an effective metric by itself because creativity is sparse. It goes on and on like a tree. And that's where books come in. Books are one of those where, similar to brain rot, you can grow on it no matter if you're a youth, teenager, or even just an older person. It doesn't matter how old you are, you will consume books whether you're forced to or not. And this will be the case because education is needed. Education in itself, like schools and teachers, aren't exactly helping with this factor, simply because the world has changed so much. With the rise of social media, as I've explained in every single video, this rise is important because education then can be informed in cases like these YouTube videos. And this is great because I can give out my own presentation on both guys and girls my age so that I can explain what they can do with reading and writing in particular. Even for those who aren't even on this path, the key to creativity is books. Books, as I've explained, are a fantastic metric that will allow you to think more properly. It's said that it takes up information, but it also gives out the information written. No matter what kind of book you're reading, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, or even the poetry cases here, these kinds of books will determine how well you think about the world. You see the information it's given with the title and even the back pages, and you read what the author has written. They spent their time dedicated to writing something that's well effective in teaching you what you need, whether it's in its own fictional story written tens of decades ago, or something that will just give you the information you want. That's why it's important to read. No matter where the information is given out, reading books in itself is fantastic for not only taking time away from such scrolling, but also giving out information that will not only benefit your life, but will also give you the key you want. So why writing books then? Why do I suggest writing books instead of reading books? Books are great in the fact that they give out the time you want. And it's one of the healthiest ways to see the way the world is. This is because, at least even in entertainment media like books, you still get the information you want out of it. I have a whole stack right over here. Even if it's not fully shown on the camera, you can see like an entire stack of books right over there. I want people to think a lot about books. I genuinely believe there's a firm passion with books. No matter what kind of author it is, books are one of the most effective tactics in teaching discipline, well-effective behaviors, as well as staying secure in life. Now, this will call you out as nerds, and it will make you seem less cool to the masses. But again, with most of the world already on their phone, do the complete opposite. That's why books are so effective in how we can teach the world. As the saying goes, for those who want help, they get the help they deserve. And coming to this video, it's what you need, because these examples of social media, while great, destroy lifetimes worth of energy, destroy the information you can honestly earn nowadays, and it takes away from all this time from learning, socializing, and getting better with your life. So my key to this, what is my key as an author and a writer? As someone who's spent time writing books, I made sure people stayed on this path ever since I was in freshman year. It was something wholly original to me, but I love the process of writing my first ever book. I had no idea what I was doing, and to be honest, what I did with that was just keep a visual in my head. Going back to the blocks and the key to creativity, the way we think about an idea will be determined on how that idea will be flourished and how it will be fulfilled. Likewise, books are the creative aspects that will allow you to think more properly. It takes time away both from brain rot, but it also gives you space to start writing for yourself and others. That's why I suggest books so effectively. The easiest way to start writing something as effective like this book, or even all the books right over here, is to start with a plan. Start with an idea and a plan in itself. I suggest books even if you don't have the monetary gain, simply because not only are you in the smallest crowd of people you've ever seen, which is highly sophisticated by itself, but it's also a well-effective teaching that will determine if you can be successful or not. No matter what field you want to do, books are the greatest discipline tactic I've ever seen in my entire life. Even more than exercise, even more than sleep, even more than eating. Writing a book is the make or break of how I see a lot of people. The process of writing a book isn't hard. It's genuinely as easy as you can put it. It takes a couple days to write 10,000 words. And with that in mind, it's not difficult. If you can spend one day writing 1,000 words, then 10 days will be easy to write a relatively small book. And even if you want to go bigger, you just have to multiply the discipline aspect of writing while taking in inspiration everywhere. No matter what field you want, the creativity you gain as a kid will matter. It will affect how you look throughout your teen lives as well as through your adult lives. And with many of the youth lacking it because of this, just this, it's a damn shame. I'm hopeful that you can change with this idea and start writing a book. Even with my own aspect of not knowing exactly what the hell I was doing, I just kept writing words. I kept writing even if it was bad. And I kept on writing because I knew there was a change that can come. With how easy it is to sink your teeth into AI, as well as other entertainment platforms, while great, writing a book will also be great in the fact that you will learn a lifetime worth of information for something as small as this. I'm telling you, it's a great area to start here, and it will be well worth and effective in choosing the life you want, all because you written a couple pages from the language you speak. So keep that in mind and keep on changing the world. Keep on reading, keep on writing, and until next time, take care.